Hello guys, this is Imran. I hope you are doing well. Welcome to my channel. Today we are going to discuss on application packaging topic, that is on silent switch and install, right? Let's recap what we have done in the last session. So in the last session we have discussed on registry to enable log file, and second thing we discussed on event viewer, and third we discussed on task manager, and we discussed on percentile temp. In short, so let's jump to the virtual machine, and we will do the same because we are going to find the silent switch, and also we will come to know whether that media file is a pure exe file or it is a extracted MSI file. So I have already launched the command prompt with run as administrator, and I have opened registry, and already registry is existed here. HKLM software policies Microsoft Windows installer, and value should be logging, and string value should be logging, and value should be v to enable this is to enable the log file. And second, we need to open event viewer from command prompt. We can just type event vwr and it will open this console. You need to navigate to Windows logs application, and you need to click on clear logs to see the latest information of our application which you are going to install. And second thing, we need to open task manager. Under task manager we need to go to details tab. On details tab you need to right click on the name column, select. This is to view the command line when the media file or source exe is installing, so that we can see which command line it is executing, and we can come to know whether it have any command line, silent command line or not, through this enabling the command line. Okay, so we have enabled the command line. Let me uncheck the description as well. So here we can see the command line of the setup. Whichever we run, it will execute here, and it will also show the extra parameter which we can view while installation of the application. This is here you can see OneDrive application. For an example, its OneDrive is working with slash background, means it is working in the background, like that we can see. Okay, and next we can go to the source media files which is already existed on the machine. I have already copied in advance. So let's go to the apps folder. So here you can see multiple source files. We will execute all of them one by one, and we will see how to find the silent switches of this application. The first finding the silent switch is to, you can find the silent switch of the application through the documentation, uh, through the documentation provided by the vendor, or you can view the silent switch of the application from the official vendor site. So this is the one method. You can directly go to that vendor site and you can view the documentation, and there in the documentation you can refer with the silent switch slash very silent. You can see the documentation part that I'm not going to cover here because that will take time. And this is the first method. And second method, we can view through command prompt. And third method, we can view the silent switch of the application through Process Explorer. Okay, the first part, you guys need to go to the official vendor website and you need to go to the documentation and you can view the silent switches parameters if they are documented. If not, we need to go to the command prompt. Let's go to the virtual machine. So I am taking this application reset.exe. So we need to open command prompt run as administrator, and you can see here administrator on the top of the command prompt. And let's launch the preset exe. I have right click, shift right click, copy as path, paste that executable file. Let me maximize the machine. So I have copied the source path. Okay, and let's execute. Before executing, you need to clear percentile temp as well. Let me open the percentile temp. So percentile temp, here it will extract if there are any MSIs. Sometimes it will extract here and sometimes it will extract under C Windows 10 based on the application behavior. So 90% it will execute under percentile temp, and few times it will execute under C Windows temp. Okay, and sometimes it will execute under percentile program data package cache here it will extract the file. Let me go from here, package cache. Here it will execute the files before executing the installation. So let me make a note of it so that you can view later. So if source has silent MSI executable file, if it is extracting MSI executable file, it will extract under below paths. One is under percentile temp. You can view that MSI extracted file, and another is program data package cache. Here you can see the extracted MSI files if that setup is extracting MSI. And fourth thing and third thing you can view under C Windows temp, and fourth under C Windows installer. So this is a restricted folder. In order to view this folder, you need to open from here C Windows from run only. This folder will open, C Windows installer. So like this you need to open. If you go manually, you can't view this folder here, though you enable the hidden items. Okay, and I have covered this. Let me okay, these are the extracted folders. Let me make a note. Where exe will extract msi.msi files. Okay, and in case if that setup don't have MSI, then also it will extract here, but it will extract only exe files to execute the installation. Okay, so let's move to the virtual machine. So here I have copied the source path, and let me maximize the machine. So I have copied the source path and I am going to execute. So source installation started. You can see here it is extracting files under temp. Okay, so let me go to the temp location. The file name, folder name is 80. So from here it is executing the exe. Okay, so let me close this process. So we need to find here silent switch of the application. So that's my mistake. Let me end this process. So let me relaunch again, and in order to find the silent switch of the application, you need to do the copy as path of the source file, and in the front you need to add /? Okay, you can see here once you have entered /? it should show the silent switch of the application, but here you can clearly see it is not showing the silent switch of the application. Instead it is proceeding ahead further with the installation. So this application don't have the silent switch. And second method, what we can do, we can type -help. If this application have that parameter, then it will show the silent switch in the command prompt, or else it will execute small pop-up and it will show the silent switches. So here again you can see it is not showing the silent switch. Instead of it, it is going ahead with the installation. So -help is also not working. So I have told earlier, if you have observed, we can find the silent switch via documentation and through command prompt, and one more process is there to find the silent switch of the application. That is, we need to open process explorer.exe. What is process explorer.exe? Let me show you shortly. So process.explorer.exe is a Microsoft tool which will help us to find the silent switch. So in order to download the process explorer.exe, you need to go to the sysinternals. This is the official Microsoft website where we can see the troubleshooting tools. Sysinternals process explorer, and here click on the second link, come down. So here you can see process explorer, process monitor, PSEXE, PSKill. These are all the troubleshooting tools which will help you to figure out the issue whenever you have encounter any installation issue or any troubleshooting functionality issue. You can troubleshoot all those things with the help of the sysinternals, which is official Microsoft tools. You can find number of tools here. There are a lot of tools. You can go each by one offline. So let's go to the topic. The process explorer is one of the method where you can see the silent switch, where you can find out the silent switch. Okay, so here let me cancel this existing process. Let me kill this process and let me maximize this machine. So here still it is running in the background, so let me kill this. and parallelly you also need to monitor event viewer. So let me refresh event viewer. If there is anything is there, it will record here. If there is any installation issue, if this setup is going to extract MSI, it will record all those entries here. So I have refreshed, but there is no entry recorded as of now. So let me refresh again. So one of the most important thing while monitoring event viewer is you need to monitor the timestamp of the machine. So now it's 30 sorry now it's 31st Jan and 6:14 am. So here you can't see any entry recorded, so there are no entries. So let's relaunch again the setup. So this time what we will do, before launching the setup, we will use the tool process monitor. I have already copied process explorer setup here, and right click run as administrator. So this is a process explorer tool which will help us to find out the silent switches of the application. So let's again move to the command prompt, and this time we will launch the setup again. And you can see this setup is extracting files under uh, %temp under 3b folder. From here it is trying to execute the exe. Okay, and you can also see event viewer if it is extracting any MSI file or not. So you can also see this setup is not extracting any MSI file, and we also have tried silent parameters /? and -help also, but we don't see any silent switches to it. So that's the reason we went to process explorer. So here what we can do, so once we launch the setup through command prompt, or also you can execute manually. You can right click this process, run as administrator, and post launching the process, you can see the process explorer is showing that process here, preset.exe. Just right click on it and go to properties. Under properties, switch to string. Under string, you can see the silent switches of the application. So here you can see multiple things, QW, UW, these are all unnecessary to us. So we want to find out the silent switch of this application. So how we can find out? We can find out from one of the method here. So you need to right click on the properties, string. So let's give me 2 minutes, I will come back. Hi guys, I am back now. So let me maximize this machine. Shut. VM machine got closed. 1 second. Let me pause my session. Okay, I am back now. Issue is resolved. So let me maximize this machine. So here we can see a silent switch of that application. So here how we can find out? So we need to search with the find option. You can search with the find option instead of going all the options. You can see here. So here you can search with silent. So if you search with silent, you have find out that it is a install shield silent. So this is a install shield setup. You can create a response file for this application. So sometimes you can't find this install shield silent. You need to search with /s. So /s it is not showing. So let me research again. So you can see here the command line parameter. You can see for silent mode use /s/v/qn. So while we executing the setup, we have tried with /?, -help, but we did not try it /s /v space /v/qn. So in this method you can find out the silent switch of the application. This application have the silent switch. This is the silent parameter, and also this setup has response file. We can create a response file for this application. So let me show it again. What is the response file? So install shield response file it is. Okay, it got closed. Let me reopen again. Right click on the process, properties, string, maximize this column, find silent. So you can see this is a install shield silent. So let me show you what is install shield silent. So let me open. So let me type install shield icon. So whenever you see the setup has install shield icon, you can blindly create a response file to install the application. Instead of capturing the application, creating the MSI and deploying it, you can directly go with the response file creation. So we can skip the repackaging process here. So here we can see this application has two modes. One, we can go with silent switch /s /v/qn, and also we have the response file creation. So whatever application you have trying to execute or install, first you need to check the in setup icon. So let me show you that also. Let me maximize this machine. So you can see the setup icon here. So if you see the list of setup icons, it is with black window and administrator icon, it is with frog icon, and it is with company logo, and it is also with company logo, and it is also with company logo and with administrator. So here you can't see the install shield icon. So few setups you will get for application repackaging. There you can see install shield icon to the provided setups. Then you can blindly go ahead and create the response file. And for this application you have two modes of the installing the application. One is through the silent installation, silent mode installation with the parameter, and another is you can install with the response file. Let me go with the silent switch first. Let me cancel this process, and let me kill the process from task manager. I have okay, a process is still running. Let me kill this process also. So process is cleared. So if you have monitor the process explorer, it is executing with /s /v and /qn. So let me try that option. I need to do shift right click, copy as path. Okay, I have already copied here. So let me try this one. So before executing silent parameter on the test machine, you need to minimize everything so that you can see the windows. If any windows pop-ups, right, it will show on the front end. So sometimes if you open all the windows and it is running and it is waiting for the backend and you don't see anything and you are waiting for the long time, it is a waste of time. So whenever you are trying to execute any setup and trying to find anything, just minimize all the open windows and just you need to see the monitor screen. So you can see the monitor screen now, and let's launch this. And now you can't see the wizard of the application. So let me go to the process again. So here you can see under the task manager the process is launched, and also it is executing with /s /v /qn. So this is a silent parameter of this application. So earlier, if you have observed, when I have execute the process, you can see the installation wizard. Okay, and when I execute second time with /? It did not show me the silent parameter. Again it went to the installation wizard, but this time when I have passed this parameter, it went with silent installation. So let me see whether this application is installed fine or not. You can also monitor through event viewer. So event viewer did not recorded, so event viewer recorded few information of the application, and if this application have extracted MSI, here you can see the Windows installer. Under source you can see the Windows installer. I will show you that also. Let me minimize this machine, and you can see uh, this setup is executed, and you can also see in the task manager that setup is executed or not. So I can see earlier, if you have observed, that process is executed with /s/v/qn, and this process we can't see. It means that setup is executed. Let me go to the control panel. In order to go to the control panel, you can directly type program on features. You can directly type app wiz.cpl. So by this you can directly go to the control panel, program on features entry. So here you can see this application is installed fine. Okay, so it is the easiest way we can install whenever you got any kind of source. Okay, and now let me uninstall this application. So this application is uninstalled, and we have two methods to install this application. One is with silent parameter and one is with the response file. Let's go to the response file. So how we can create the response file? We need to launch command prompt run as administrator, copy as path of the source file, and just type -r. This is one method, and I will show you another method to create the response file. Let me show you first this one. I have launched this. So what will happen when you give in -r here, it will record the wizards of the application, and it will suppress all the wizards during the installation of the application. It will create one small ini file. So let's go to the next. I accept button. It will capture this wizard information also, and it will create a ini file. With that ini file we can install this application in a silent mode. So here you can see we are running with -r. Whenever you have run the application with -r, you can see the extracted response file under C Windows. You can see the extracted file under C Windows. So let me go to that path, C Windows. So here you can see response file of that application. So here you can see timestamp 6:29. Okay, you can see timestamp is 6:30 a.m. and 6:29. This is the response file. Okay, let me back up this response file on my desktop. So I have created one folder. Where it is? Okay, let me recreate again. Okay, it got created now. So this is the response file. Okay, let me go through the response file one more time so that we can have overview of this application. So let me open with Notepad. So you can see it have captured the dialog boxes of the application. You can see dialog 01, dialog 1, dialog 2, dialog 3, dialog 4, dialog 5, and you can also see the license wizard where we have checked I agree button. Okay, you can see all this information here. So let me close this ini file, and let me reinstall. Let me show you one more method of creating a response file. Okay, let me uninstall it again. Uninstall. is finish. So this is one method of creating a response file, and another method is you need to run the same command, and here you need to give f1 and path of the location. So let me give this path. Here I will keep latest dot iss file. Enter. It will create that file here, so you can view that in few minutes. So you can see that file name latest, we have missed d, and here also it is missed with the iss file. So it is going to create the iss file in the desired destination location if we pass f1. If you don't pass f1, if you given only -r, it will create under C windows with the default setup.iss file. So let's go to the wizards one by one. So this is I accept button. Next, install. Okay, this setup is installed now. And okay, let me recap the same command line. Let me rerun same command line in order to get the uninstallation response file. So I will just add un at the beginning and let me rerun. So here you can see now setup, it is showing here under app is. So let me uninstall this setup, and also we are creating the response file for that uninstallation. So click on uninstall. Next, yes, finish. So you can see uninstall .iss file also created. So last time we have created installation, and again we have created now we have created uninstall response file. Let me open it in order to show you. So let me open this file. So you can see here it again captured the uninstallation files, uninstallation wizards, and you need to go through one by one, and you can see company name, version. You can review it later. So let me install this setup with the response file. So to install this response file with the help of response file, you need to click -s and -f1. Okay, let me do one thing here. Instead of adding again, just you need to change -s in order to suppress the wizards. So let me hit enter. You can see under task manager it is executing with this command -s -f1, and same command it is executing here -s -f1, and it is taking short time. You can monitor under task manager. Let's wait for a few minutes. So now you can see setup execution is disappeared. It means it is installed now. Let me go to the app is. You can see it is installed. Okay, let me uninstall this setup. To uninstall this setup, same command line, but here you need to change the response file path. So here what we can do, what is the response file name, what is the response file name here, latest. Okay, we have run the uninstallation response file to uninstall this application. in a silent mode. Shortcut also removed from the desktop, and an installation command is running. You can see unlatest.iss file here. Let me You can't see results also on the application while installation of the application. It is going very silent. Now you can see here that setup is uninstalled from the machine, and also you can see the shortcut is removed from the desktop. So this is one method of installing the setup silently. So let me go to the Word document so that I can review what we have discussed. Okay, uh, we have discussed on registry to enable the log file. We have discussed on event viewer. In event viewer we need to clear the logs before executing the application. Under task manager you need to uncheck all the columns and you need to check command line. %temp we should remove so that we can see the latest dump of the source. And we have discussed on documentation. To find the silent switch we need to go to the official website of the vendor to find the silent switch of the application, and we have gone through the command line /help, and later we find out the silent parameter is existed for this application with /s/v/qn. And third step to find out the silent switch of the application is with the process explorer. So process explorer is a Microsoft tool. With the help of Microsoft tool process explorer, you can view the silent switch of the application, and if that application is extracting MSI, then we can find that MSI under %temp program data package cache C Windows temp C Windows installer. So let me show you process explorer again. So this is the process explorer. In order to find the silent switch of the process explorer, you need to click on the source file. So I'm just taking example, properties, string, under string you need to maximize this window so that you can easily find out. Click on find, and you can search with /s, and you can also search with silent, and also you can search with very silent. So these are the options. You can easily find out the silent switch of the source files. And let me go to one more setup so that you can have a good overview. Let me copy that setup here. Sorry guys, I did not find that setup which extracts the MSI. So I am going to end this session now. I will show the next session where you can see that setup is extracting MSI, and further steps I will show you how to handle that extracted MSI. So I hope you have understand very well, and I'm just requesting you to follow my channel, and also you can I have created one Telegram group. I will share you group link in my description. Thanks for watching this video. Have a good day ahead. Bye bye.